Hey guy, welcome back to the channel. Today I have my 1998 Honda Civic HX as the subject of the video. The HX trim meant that it came with a D16Y5, which had, instead of like the full VTEC like the D16Y8, it had a VTEC E, which is more for fuel economy. And instead of the 5-speed it normally came in, it came with one with extremely long gears, like 60 miles an hour in second gear type long. So for the HX trim option, you had to pony up for that motor and transmission. What else did it get you? It got you air conditioning, power windows, and no sunroof for maximum comfort while eliminating the biggest part of the weight of this vehicle. It also came with cruise control. So why am I talking about this car today? Mainly because I need new wheels. The wheels I have on are barely clearing my brakes, and I will need to get them. I did find some hypergrams about 2 hours away from me in Belmont, California. So I will be taking this car out to go pick up its wheels, and we'll see how it goes. Now imagine you having two specific thoughts about the thing I just said. Number one, God, your car looks awful. And yes, I know, it actually got into an accident semi-recently, and I'm still kind of in the middle of getting it back to looking really good. I will also preface that by saying it never really looked good. When I got it, it already looked kind of like crap, and I cared more about how it drove rather than how it looked. So I kind of left it looking like crap. The only thing that looks worse now, post-accident to pre-accident, is having the mismatched fender and bumper. Besides that, it always kind of looked like this. Oh, and the side skirts. It did have the side skirts. I have them in the garage. I just keep forgetting to put them on. And the second thing you might be wondering is, what's the challenge? What's so interesting about that? I'm going to turn this fucking video off. You suck. Wait a minute. Hang on. It's not just a 30-year-old Civic. It's also got a little more going on. It also has this going for it. A K24 A2. Now, those of you who know your K series will know that this is not the most powerful motor I could get. And that is true, because I did this in 2020. Yes, I am a COVID project person. 2020 is when I graduated, and at the time I had 3 cars. I had this, I had my Bronco 2, and I had a 1993 Toyota Paseo. I sold the Bronco and the Paseo to fund this, to be able to K-swap my car. I drove my buddy's RSX Type S in the canyons and decided, yes, this motor is far superior than anything else I could do. I need this motor in my life, and it took about 2 years and more money than I want to admit, but boom, here it is. And it's not even been that bad to me. I've put about 17,000 miles on it. It hasn't really given me any real motor problems. This is its second transmission, but that's a little bit more of a vanity thing than an actual needed thing. When I swapped this over, it had the base model 5-speed still in it, but I had a second gear grind. No, excuse me, I had a first gear grind, so I was to go from second to first, and that was since I swapped it in. I never really worried about it, but when the opportunity came for me to get a 6-speed in this instead, I went ahead and jumped on it. So I've got a 6-speed non-LSD in it, and I have the K24 A2. What else is done? Well, I have full hone development front geometry kit for the front suspension, and I have the trailing arms hone development for, as well as 4 brand new Skunk 2 coilovers. It is all freshly put in there about a week ago, about 200 miles ago. So as anybody who's ever had to put fresh suspension into a car knows, you kind of want to check on it after a couple miles after some time has passed. So what better way to put miles and time on this suspension components than to drive 4 hours in total to go ahead and break it in. It's a little broken in. I've taken it to the canyons once. That was its first drive because I just cannot help myself. This was my first car, and I will never get rid of this car. I put 17,000 miles on it in the span of the 3 years or so that this swap has been done, not because I needed to, but because I love driving this car. It has been raining here in Southern California for the last couple of days, and my hybrid racing intake goes right onto the floor. So I have not touched this car in about a week since I got it about a week ago. So I've only really driven it once in 1 day. So I am very excited to put an obscene amount of time and an obscene amount of miles on my car today. And I'm taking you along for the journey, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping pretty easy. I'm hoping pretty swell. I don't really think it'll be a problem, but that's why you're coming with me. Because if it is, the video will be long. And if there aren't, the video will probably be short. Let's find out. Cool. This fucking chainsaw guy, man, dude, that fucking tree has been too long, and like government, like the city has been complaining about that fucking tree for years. And the day like I have to film, anyways, Let's get on the road. Alrighty, so we begin. I'm not that stressed about this, but I'm as stressed as anybody could be driving a car they care about a long distance, you know? And I scraped I scraped already, but that's okay. Cool. Let's see how this goes. All right, we're minutes into this journey. I don't even think it's been 5 minutes, but I'm now realizing two things. Number one, I don't have a charger for my phone, and I'm using my phone to film as well as navigate. So I'll definitely need one of those. And number two, I forgot to take all this shit out of my trunk. I just hit a bump and heard it all jump. And I really don't want to turn around because I told this guy, give me like 10 to 15 minutes, and I spent about like an hour trying to film that opening because I had to film it twice, which is really cool. But at least we got a full tank of gas, so once I make this like Best Buy stop, I think it'll be straight to Belmont from there. So I don't know. I'm not too stressed. Let's see how this goes. My tachometer stopped working. That happened to me right after I picked it up from all the suspension work. I assume unrelated, but very unfortunate. But the car itself is running really good. It's running very, very good. I mean, it already was, and I know it's gonna, but you know, I still get nervous sometimes. Please don't pull out in front of it. Thank you. Cool. We made the first stop, and in my world, we say if you make the first stop, you're gonna make them all. I don't know if anyone else says that, but I'm saying it, and that makes it true to me. Alrighty, so we have a charger. We are looking good in that respect. Now we will hit the road. ETA says about 2 hours. I believe it. So we will be here for 2 hours in this car with no AC, but it's the winter, so we don't really need it. Let's see how it goes. I will update you guys on the road. So we hit traffic. We're like 10 minutes into this. This is ridiculous. However, at least the view's not so bad. I don't even know what this is, but it's pretty cool. But that's not the coolest thing that's here. I hope he catches up with us soon. He or she. I didn't really see the driver. Oh yeah, that Sirocco. That's tough, dude. That's tough as hell. That's hype. That's cool. That is super duper cool. So, you know, could be worse. I noticed my hood shaking a little at like highway speeds. And so I was like, oh shit, did I not latch my hood down? I know I just opened my hood for the reveal of the K-series, so did I not latch it in right? But thankfully, due to having opened it for the video, I also have it on video of me closing it, and it is fully closed. I guess it just shakes. I've never done an aftermarket hood before, so it does stress me out a little bit, but I got trustworthy people to do it, so I'm not that stressed about it. Plus, we've been on the road for like 40 minutes. I think if it would have happened, it would have happened. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, I was just thinking to myself, what is like the weirdest part about me doing this K-series road trip? Because it's like, at the end of the day, all I did was take a car and make it into a different sort of car. You know, like I'm sure most people who have done what I've done would really just want to track it or canyon it. But I don't know. I like doing the road trips. But it does feel a little silly to have like the cone development front geometry bullshit and the rear trailing arms, and just to be, you know, wearing them out and putting miles on them, just going in a straight line, you know, in Sanford, you know. But I don't know. I like putting miles on my cars, and what am I gonna do? You know, I'm gonna let it sit all year? No thanks. I'm excited to be out here right now. This guy's car looks like he's testing out like product, like cleaning product, and he only did like half of his car. How does that even happen? That's weird. That's creepy. That's kind of cool though, but weird and creepy more than cool. Alrighty, here we are. Did the drive, have no problems. I even had time for food. It was my first time getting food on the YouTube channel, so I decided there's only really one option. We'll put that there for the brand synergy. I got all four wheels. They all look pretty good. The tires are a little worse than I expected, but honestly, whatever. I wasn't planning to run those tires it came with for like an extended amount of time anyways, so really, what are we gonna do? I've got the 2 hour drive back. I don't really expect anything bad to happen. I mean, I didn't the whole time because I wouldn't have done it if I really did expect something bad to happen, but we're here. We're done. Well, kind of. We're halfway done. Well, now we got to go all the way back. But I guess I'll probably eat here and then head back. So let's see. Like I said in previous clips, the only real complaint that I have is like my back hurts and it's hot and there was traffic. None of those are the fault of the K-swap. They didn't do anything to make those problems happen. They were just gonna happen. What the K-swap did do to me is this fucking line on my shirt. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, and down here too. That's just from sweating. Apparently the seatbelt in this car is fucking nasty because it's staining my shirts. It's done this before, but I didn't think about it as much last time because I wasn't on camera like the whole time. So I don't know. Let's just eat the food. Let's eat the food and get the fuck out of here. We got 2 hours to drive. I gotta get at least the first bite on camera, because that's the most important one. Boom! 4x0. 4 patties, 0 cheese with onions. Only a true connoisseur of In-N-Out would know this. I go into my kingdom, I know what's good. Let's see, baby. All right, I'm not gonna eat this whole thing on camera. But I needed that first bite on camera. Alrighty, I'm gonna watch YouTube and eat. Man, I was so distracted by the road trip, I didn't even show off the wheels. The Coney Hypergrams, 4x100, 15x8. Tires are okay, so they'll look good. Cool. Now we can go back on the road. Food devoured. It says 2 hours and 3 minutes to get back home, which is longer than it took me to get here, but that's fine. Let's just go. I don't think there'll be any problems. Sun's setting. Kind of want to get moving before it's fully dark, so we'll just go. There's no power steering in this, which when I was a kid, I was like, man, why would I ever want it? And now that I drive this car in more weird circumstances, like getting in and out, it's a little annoying. But honestly, I don't particularly care. Getting power steering is very much a long-term thing, not a short-term thing. I'm not really interested in spending all that money and putting all that work into the car and having the car down for time again after having this car gone for so long. I mean, the suspension work itself took about a month, like between waiting for parts or things setting us back or whatever. And then before that, because of the accident, finding parts and money took months. So I haven't really had too much time with this car this year. It's been mostly sitting, so it's nice. It's been nice today to have driven it so much, and I kind of wish I was hitting the canyons, but with the 4 tires in the back and also with how tired I am, I don't really think I should be. Also, I'm excited to get home. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited to get these wheels on. I want to see how they fit. They're 15x8s with like no offset, so they should look very good, and they should hopefully clear my brakes better than the Enki 92s do. But I won't know till I get home. I am planning to reuse these Enkis on a different car, so it will not be the last time you see them. I don't think I'm just going to sell them. It'll be on another car. I'm not sure which yet, but I will probably figure it out by the time that I take them off to put the hypergrams on. So yeah, all right then. Let's hit the road. Well, I am on the road, but I'm not on the freeway, which I don't consider. Once I'm on the freeway, I consider that to be the road. This is just some street. I'm like, no, man, I could be sleeping still. I don't know. Alrighty, I'm at a Shell gas station. Only the best for my baby. I got about an hour left in the drive or so. I needed to get gas. I was at a full tank when we left. I had put maybe 10-20 miles on the tank before I left the house. So I'm really excited to see what kind of MPGs I got, because I was a pretty good boy most of the way. But at the same time, I do kind of have a heavy foot, and I like listening to the car. So we'll see where we're at. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, just did the math. It's 25.6 miles per gallon, which is pretty good for a race car. I get like 30 in my Fit, so you know, figure Beggars can't be choosers. I could drive slower on the freeway, but I would rather be dead. Let's get back on the road. Motherfucker, I just unloaded all the wheels and I wasn't recording. Well, actually, while I'm still holding this, there's the Wilwood. They're close, all right? Believe me, I don't feel like I need to prove more than that. Let's get these wheels changed. Gotta find the Ugga Dugga machine. This thing looks very good. Definitely happy. Oh my goodness, I almost fell. All right, that concludes my video. Thanks for hanging out. I'm tired, and I hit the pen before I did all this. So good night.